Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I will present a topic environmental problems in the district of Jepara. Before that, allow me to introduce myself. Hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Rifqi Satria. My domicile is Jepara, but my parents are from Magelang and Langsa City, Nangro Aceh Darussalam Province. In 2004, my family and I moved to Jepara. I was born on February 10, 2003, in the city of Magelang. I am currently 20 years old. I have many hobbies, such as football, traveling, hiking, and many more. I am currently studying at the Islamic University of Indonesia, an environmental engineering study program. I am currently in semester 2. Before studying at the Islamic University of Indonesia, in May 2020, I graduated from Ihsanul Fikri Integrated Islamic High School, Magelang Regency. Maybe this is a short introduction of myself. Overview of the regional environment. Opportunities for regions to design and optimize development in their own regions are open in the era of regional autonomy. This opportunity should be utilized optimally by making an integrated development management. One, the reliable capital as development capital is natural resources. However, uncontrolled use of natural resources can become a resources curse. It is called a curse because natural resources as state asset can be used as development capital, but will have a detrimental impact on the carrying capacity of the environment in general if the exploitation of natural resources is not controlled properly. The resources course occurs when the natural resources are not utilized to prepare more competitive and productive human resources in the future. The resources course may also occur if benefit derived from the exploitation of natural resources are minimal or even non-existent. For the restoration and conservation of natural resources, utilization of natural resources to meet the need of human life is getting higher from time to time. This is due to population growth, which has implication for increasing the fulfillment of life needs such as clothing, food, shelter, clean water, and energy needs. Meanwhile, natural resources themselves are limited and impermanent in character, so that in many cases, the use of natural resources tend to lead to exploitation that ignores environmental aspects. In the end, exploitation of natural resources that are not environmentally friendly and exceed the carrying capacity of the environmental will cause environmental damage problem. There are many environmental problems in Jepara Regency. Here are some environmental problems. The first, exploitation of natural resources for economic activities. There are several industrial commodities distributed to various regions in the country, and abroad most of them are business products of the furniture industry, followed by heavy metal, tile, and brick, as well as cigarettes. This business are spread out in the district of Kedung, Walahan, Batialit, Jepara, Melongo, Bangsri, Pecangaan, Mayong, and Keling. Portraits of the progress of the furniture industry in Jepara can be seen along the highway in the Jepara sub-district and the Taunan sub-district, with magnificent rows of furniture showrooms on the left and right side. What should be observed is that most of the industries in Jepara are industries that exploit natural observed is that most of the industries in Jepara are industries that exploit natural resources directly. This occurs in the wood processing industry as well as tiles and bricks made from minerals. In addition, the level of concern of these industry players for environmental sustainability is still low. This is shown by the number of companies that do not complete their activities with the required documents. We have felt the impact of the exploitation of natural resources directly, such as shaping forest area, prolonged dry season, and many more. And number two, development process versus environmental preservation. Development in basically is a planned and coordinated process toward improvement, opening up new opportunities, increasing prosperity and well-being, and ultimately getting a better quality of life. The problem is often the goals to be achieved and development are obtained at the expense of other basic things, such as environmental sustainability, both consciously and unconsciously. Conscious sacrifices are made because are passing the gain and loss consideration, gain and pain. The development can still be carried out with acceptable environmental damage, while the sacrifices made due ignore are caused by a lack of careful planning and initial evaluation or implementation that does not comply the predetermined plans. And number three, environmental awareness. Garbage is a classic problem in Indonesia, including in Jepara. On the one hand, the government ability to handle was to not been maximized, while on the other hand, public awareness is also low. As the population increases, the volume of waste generated also increases. Low public awareness of waste the characterized by an attitude that considers that garbage is not problem if it not around. Garbage population to water, soil, and air does not have an immediate and imperceptible impact. And so far, it has not become a serious problem in the Jepara region. What must be considered is not to wait to be serious, because the cost of recovery which take time to recover can be very large. Meanwhile, people now feel the air is getting hotter. The soil is not as fertile as a few years ago, and the river water is getting darker. Number four, regulation land law enforcement. The government established a program for structuring and enforcing laws in the environmental sector, containing the implementation of policies and laws and regulation related to environmental management, providing technical guidelines and guidelines for environmental impacts analysis, institutional and human resource development programs. I'm at improving institutional professionalism of the human resources of the apparatus related to environmental management and information system development programs, namely by integrating and synergy natural resources. management activities on the economic, sociocultural, and environment dimension. The problem is that regulation related to environment only become paper tigers that are less meaningful. There are allegations of cases of customer violation committed by the community, while the government is not able to handle them properly. To overcome these problems, we can do an evaluation. One of the evaluation we can do is policy evaluation. The policy steps that have been taken by the district government are based on the general policies contained in the regional development program. Based on principle, the recovery of environmental damage and pollution is actually longer than the time required for the process of destruction and pollution itself. Environmental policy covers very long period of time, and even then must be achieved with hard work and high level of discipline. Policy evaluation includes number one, spatial policies. There are two important things that should become a paradigm in preparing special plans at various planning levels or scales, which are often not taken into account in planning preparation. The first is the environmental paradigm, and the second is the autonomy paradigm. These two paradigms do not appear convincingly in the planning methodology. Spatial management effort based on spatial plans have indeed showed sustainable development. But if the first paradigm is used as reference, the form of first planning will become more comprehensive and produce development plans and spatial management and encourage more sustainable dynamics of community activities. The spatial planning methodology, especially district spatial planning, use a centralized model which indicated by the hierarchical planning of growth centers. Number two, socioeconomic policy. In the sociocultural field, the strategy used in carrying out effort of accelerated development is immediately release real and responsible decentralization to increase the role of the community, include the business world. In the process of strengthening the improvement, institutional strengthening, including improving intersectoral and institutional coordination, and strive to realize good governance in sustainable development. And number three, environmental policy. The agenda for implementation of the regional autonomy system has been operationally effective since the 2001 fiscal year. Then in law number 32 of 2004, it is explained that the affairs of environmental control are the obligatory affairs of local governments, such as the intensity of development in autonomous regions, the early stage of implementing regional autonomy in areas that have been autonomous. These activities revolve around the construction of facility and infrastructure, raising private investment, increasing path, structural reforms, and several cycle development activities which tend to forget about environmental matters. Maybe that's enough that I can say. Sorry. Thanks for your information. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.